Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. Hey Browns fans, you might have heard some buzz swirling around the NFL lately. And honestly, it's hard not to notice how the winds of change are blowing not just in Cleveland, but across the league. But today, let's focus on something that's been stirring up quite a bit of chatter. The departure of Cleveland's own Paul DePodesta, and what this might mean for the Browns moving forward. Because, folks, this isn't just about a front office shakeup. It's about the future of this franchise, the direction we're headed, and whether we're going to keep climbing back to the top or take a step back in the process. So here's what's been reported. Paul DePodesta, the Browns' chief strategy officer since 2016, is apparently heading back to baseball, with reports indicating he's been hired by the Colorado Rockies to run their baseball operations. Now, for those of you who remember, DePodesta's background is deep in the world of analytics. Coming from a Major League Baseball background, working with the LA Dodgers, San Diego Padres, and New York Mets, he's best known as the real-life inspiration for Jonah Hill's character in Moneyball, the movie that changed how teams evaluate talent using statistical analysis. When the Browns brought him in, it was a big deal. Cleveland was already known as one of the most analytics-driven organizations in the NFL, trailing only behind the Philadelphia Eagles in that regard. Fans, we all knew that DePodesta's role was to help us find those hidden gems, to leverage data and numbers to get more value out of every dollar spent, and to edge out the competition with a smarter approach. But let's be honest, the Browns haven't exactly been hoarding division titles or making deep playoff runs during his tenure. Since DePodesta's arrival, we've seen some promising drafts, but overall, the results haven't quite met expectations. We've been waiting patiently for that breakout season, that leap to contention, but it's been a rocky road. The decision to trade for Deshaun Watson was a massive move, and boy, did it change the tone of the franchise. The deal was huge, a guaranteed $230 million contract, and at the time, it seemed like a bold step toward making Cleveland a true contender. Watson's performance last season was impressive, no doubt, but the fallout from that trade, especially the distraction and the controversy, has been weighing heavily on the team's momentum. Now with DePodesta leaving, some fans are left wondering if this signals a deeper shakeup or just a strategic move as the Browns reassess their future. And here's where it gets interesting, because some insiders and fans are starting to speculate. Was DePodesta's departure a preemptive strike? Did he see the writing on the wall, that if this season doesn't turn around, he might be the next head to roll? Let's be real, after a 14-loss season last year and a 2-6 start this year, the pressure is mounting. The Browns are in that dangerous zone where, if things don't improve, tough decisions are inevitable. Whether it's the head coach Kevin Stefanski, the general manager Andrew Berry, or even DePodesta himself, the NFL is a results-driven league, sometimes brutally so. Black Monday, the infamous day when coaching and front office changes are announced, is always lurking in the background, ready to strike if the team falters again. Now, some folks are saying that DePodesta might have been trying to get ahead of things. Maybe he saw the storm coming and thought, hey, better to jump ship now rather than be the scapegoat later. It's not uncommon in the NFL. Executives and coordinators alike often leave just before the axe falls, trying to secure their future elsewhere. After all, DePodesta's background is in analytics, not coaching. Turning around a bad roster is no easy feat, especially when key draft picks are scarce, and the most recent trades have left us with a roster that's still waiting to find its identity. Speaking of the roster, we all know the challenges we've faced. The Browns' 2022 season was a tough pill to swallow, finishing with just 14 losses, and this year, despite some promising signs, we're still searching for consistency. The additions of guys like Dalvin Tomlinson and Juan Thornhill were supposed to shore up our defense, and while they've shown flashes, they haven't yet delivered the kind of impact we need. And let's not forget the signings of Marquise Goodwin, Donta Foreman, Hakeem Adeniji, Nyheim Hines, Jakeem Grant, and Taven Bryan. Big contracts, big hopes, but so far not enough production. It's frustrating, Browns fans, because we know the talent is there, we see the flashes, but it hasn't all come together yet. And then there's the elephant in the room, the trade for Deshaun Watson. That move, which was supposed to catapult us into real contention, has instead been a source of distraction and controversy. The team's chemistry and performance have been affected, and the league's scrutiny only adds weight to the burden. It's like trying to rebuild a house while the foundation is still shifting beneath your feet. Watson's talent is undeniable, but the circumstances surrounding his arrival have created a cloud over our season. If this downward spiral continues, many believe that someone in the front office or coaching staff will be the first to go. That's football, Browns fans. Sometimes the only way out of a mess is to make bold moves and accept the consequences. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. Cleveland has always been a city hungry for a winner, and this team has shown glimpses of greatness. The draft under Andrew Berry has produced some promising young players, and Kevin Stefanski has earned his stripes with 2 Coach of the Year awards. But talent alone doesn't win championships. It's about execution, chemistry, and sometimes a little bit of luck. The Browns are in that critical window where every game, every decision could determine whether we're back in the playoffs or stuck in the cycle of mediocrity. So as we see DePodesta head back to baseball, many fans wonder if this signals a shift in how the Browns will operate moving forward. Will we see a more traditional approach, or will the analytics-driven philosophy continue to influence our decisions? The truth is, Cleveland is known for being a passionate football city, and we've seen our team adapt over the years. From the Bernie Kosar days to the rise of the Browns' defense in the early 2000s, and now, the analytics era. No matter what happens next, one thing is for sure. Fans like us will be here supporting, waiting for that breakthrough moment, and hoping that this team finally finds its stride. Looking ahead, the question is, what's next? Will the Browns hold onto their core and keep building, or will changes be on the horizon, especially if this season continues to spiral downward? The NFL is a league of constant movement, and Cleveland fans know all too well how quickly things can change. The departure of DePodesta might just be the first domino in a series of moves that reshape the franchise. Or it could be a sign that the Browns are shifting gears, trying to recenter their focus on the football side, perhaps with a renewed emphasis on coaching and player development. Whatever the case, one thing is clear. Our team has the talent, the fan support, and the resilience to come back stronger. We've seen flashes of brilliance this season, and with the right adjustments, Cleveland can still be a force to be reckoned with. The road to a Super Bowl is never easy, but if there's one thing Browns fans know, it's that our team never gives up, and neither do we. We're in this for the long haul, and we'll be watching closely every step of the way. Whether it's new front office decisions, draft strategies, or coaching changes, we're ready to support our Browns through thick and thin. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. Let's keep the passion alive, keep supporting our team, and let's hope that this shakeup is just the beginning of a new, brighter chapter for our beloved Browns. We believe in this team, and we believe in Cleveland. Stay loyal, stay loud, and let's go Browns.